ゆき皆さんこんばんは、笹生ゆきです。今日は、クトゥルフ系探索ゲーム、コールオブクトゥルフの方遊んでいきたいと思います。ゆうさん、こんゆきでございます。マサチューセッツさんもこんゆき。はみさんもこんゆきでございます。最近ですね、TRPG というものをする機会がありまして、ただ、クトゥルフ系を全くもって知らないので、これを機に勉強がてら、クトゥルフ系探索ゲームの方遊んでいこうかなって思います。ただこれ、ホラーなのかな？よくわからないんだよね。ゲームの、スチームのタグにもホラーってあったんだけど、クトゥルフってホラーなの？クトゥルフイコールホラー？すぐるくん、こんゆきでございます。産地。私が狂人ならば、どうかゆえ、おぞましい最後の時まで正気を保てる者がいるなら、その者に神の慈悲があることを願う。寒い。というか、特に前情報もなしにやっているので、このゲームがどういうゲームなのか、全くもって理解しておりません。何をするゲームなの？ね。多分ね、2018年発売とかだったと思うから、ていうかこれ、マウス感度すっごいな。ゴリゴリだわ。ごめんね、マウス感度若干落としたい。そう。感度これでもめちゃくちゃ低いの。待って、これ。じゃあさ、感度上げたらどんな感じ？うわ。すっごいな、これ。ゲームできないよ、この感度。一周するのにだいたい1センチぐらいだ。一周1センチってどういうこと？感度高っ。いい感じだね。しゃがむ。これは？あ、なるほどね。クリックじゃなくていいなんだ。何か使えるアイテムあるのかな？足もできる。あ、こっちか。なるほどね。画面暗いかな？グラフィック。垂直同期オフになってんじゃん。 ギャンギャンに明るくしていくか。ちょっとギャンギャンに明るくする。ていうか垂直動機オフにしてたのにだいぶぬるぬる動くね。あ、テラスアイテム持ってこいってことか。じゃじゃーん。ハリケーンランプ。おー。ボルトカッター。チキン。引きずり込まれてしまう。まあ、なかなかすごい没入感のある感じだね、今のところ。何の音めっちゃ怖い。何の音今の。すっごい怖いんだけど。脱出かな。さっきの音、ゲーム音だよね。リアルの音じゃないよね。
What a putrid offering.
Shut.
Don't fight. You have been chosen.
走る。追われるのかな。そういうわけでもないっぽい。見よ。
Everything has already been written.
この人たち目ないじゃん。耳もないじゃん。
Perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
口もないじゃん。のっぺらぼうじゃん。ね、あんないたね。
I hate whiskey. I wonder why I still take these things.
夢だった。速やかゲッチュ。
Lost battalion. Holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't courage. I used to be an avid reader. The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases.
あれかな。
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
夢から目覚めるたびに現実が夢に侵されていくパターンのゲームかな。
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
ピアス探偵事務所。どうも。運命を左右します。あ、そういうのあるんだ。へえ。
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
何これ。スキルポイント、そんなのあるんだ。馬術は雄弁さによって対話相手に影響を与える能力です。このスキルを磨くと対話で説得したり操ることができる。筋力、暴力、目星、調査、心理学、オカルト、医学。何あげようかな。調査は多分いるよ。あげるだけあげといて。ねえ。目星もあげとこう。
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter,
ヤリリスさんこんばんは。
What's wrong?
as you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never
ね
been more
強化要
expensive
素があ
work
る
than
んだ
now.
ね。
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
I'm coming.
Sir, I came here
戦
on
う
the
のか
advice of
な。
a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
敵倒したりできるのかもしれない
You're
ね。
free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of
あれ
her.
かな、さっきお酒飲んだからこんな酔っ払いって言われてるのかな。
Yes, everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof,
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
what am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got?
alright.
The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It
字が違う
contains
のだ
everything
ね。
I have on the affair.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin. What's this
ジョン
symbol
さん。
on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
この絵をただの絵だとは思わないでもらいたい。調査エキスパート。エキスパートだったら、
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory.
だろうね。
Though they mentioned Sarah's
あの
mental
ステータ
state
スによっ
as well.
てこの選択肢が変わるんだ。
This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse
36 号
36.
倉庫。
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
この絵をただの絵だと思わないでもらいたい。
Exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire.
私は味方です。
Is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death.
ダークウォーターに行ってお嬢さんの死について。
I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your
う
situation.
ん。
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice.
私はあなたの味方です。報酬額によってもっと親切にでき
I think I've
ま
got a
す。
book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there.
あ、なるほどね。ああいうのを見つけたら、スキルが上がるんだ。 じゃあ探索大事だね。
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
じゃあ行こうか。サラ・ホーキンス事件。ダークウォーター。でーん。そういえば今更だけど音量バランス大丈夫？大丈夫？キー。タバコ。大丈夫？
We're almost there.
Call of Cthulhu. Cthulhu. なんでこんなところに人が住んでるんだろう。
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload.
すっごい持ち方してるな。あれ絶対中身発泡スチロールだよ。
Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been
開拓用の意味。
but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
なるほど、それは見に行かないといけないね。
I'm going for a look around the docks.
とりあえず片っ端から探索していこう。上げれるしていた場所は上げていく。ブラッドリーに話しかける。バーニック。
Hey, Sullivan, can't you go any faster? You see how old this thing is?
医学。
Blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shyster. The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
ムーブラン。
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36,
こんばんは。
Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming.
OK。
Something real bad.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
あれはランタンだ。
Hey, be careful. Let's get him another
う
drink.
ん。別にいいよ。
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
「話術をテストする」。
You saw what happened. He's the troublemaker.
Oh, you're a true mainlander. A real princess. You strut around with your la-di-da ways, and then, as soon as the pressure arises, you start squealing. You don't have what it takes to drink my whiskey. You've got to earn it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to
平田
answer
さんこんば
or
んは。
Captain
there's no
Fitzroy
mono.
told me about a little pick-me-up.
Oh, yeah? That must have been before you came looking for a fight in my bar.
Oh, come on. Because of a little tussle.
Drinking it here is a privilege, and I grant the privilege to whoever I want. Anything else?
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah? Well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
The way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
うーん。まだ。
That'll be all for now.
Nightmares. Can hear things and
Yep.
voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
The miraculous catch. Apparently,
スキル。
the most significant
Secure.
event of the last 80 years.
He said, "You have no right to treat us like this."
And the doctor, what did he say? My God.
You said
う
it.
ん。
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
この歌は何だろ
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it.
ジーズムさん、哘ゆ
Tells
き
the
でござ
story
い
of the
ます。
miraculous
にゃ
catch.
I saw the newspaper clipping. You don't believe it, do you?
うーん、にゃ
Watch what you say, young
うー
man.
ん、にゃ
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
I bid you
バイバ
farewell.
ーイ。
Good night, stranger.
So long.
何がつけとるんじゃ。
I've rarely seen a woman who can hold her liquor so confidently.
What gives you the right to judge me?
Ah, it was a compliment.
So what? Let me drink, stranger.
うん。
I told you to beat it.
なんか小綺麗な服着てるね。
Not that again. She will get us into trouble.
I know, I know.
オープンな。
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Hey, you'll get us into trouble.
You're already in trouble.
There's nothing for you here
Can we
either.
sort this out?
Beat it.
Seize that.
密造人だ。
There's nothing to sort out. Your chum wanted to stir us up.
あんまりお酒を密造するには適した環境ではないとは思うけど。あえて裏取り。
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman cat.
脅迫状。
This place seems half abandoned.
ね。
The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor. A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess the fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
トイレ。描く。うん、上昇してるね。
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
義足の。
What a macabre souvenir.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
いや、これかな？
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale, even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
書類は読める状態じゃない。
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
レオさん、今ゆきでございます。
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
調査。
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse.
ダークウォーターについて。
I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth, and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha! Indeed, you're right.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
I found a threatening letter signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
Okay.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
行ってきます。お、キャラクターポイント入手したね。何あげよっかな。心理学。対話で上がっていくのかもしれないね。で、この医学とオカルトに関しては、物とかを見つけると上がるみたいだ。話術、アマチュア。目星。調査も最大まで上げちゃおうかな。あ、間違えた。よし。向こうだね。
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign.
こんばんは。
Where do you think you're going?
Who are these others so interested in the warehouse?
And why would I tell you?
話術か。私話
I'd like
術
to
低
know
いから
more
な。
about the Hawkins case.
I don't think so.
I'm not here to hinder your work, officer. Edward Pierce, private detective.
Sorry, we're all a little on edge today. What are you doing here?
I'm investigating the death of the Hawkins family.
Darn it. Why do you want to drag up all that stuff again?
My investigation has led me to this warehouse.
That case was closed months ago.
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
I respect your beliefs.
Our beliefs? You mean you don't believe in God?
That's irrelevant.
That's what you think.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter.
めちゃくちゃ酔っ払ってるね。
Them to hear us.
What brings you to dark water?
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
典型的なダメ人
The
間
two
だね。
guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
キャット
Is
っ
it
て
Cat
誰？
who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
I've taken enough of your time.
こんなもんかな？
See you later.
片っ端から人の話を聞いていった方が良さそうだね。
No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems with you-know-who. I bet that you hid them somewhere in your hut. How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
盗み聞き。こんなところに住んでるんだ。お家は？ね、湿気やばそう。
St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in.
上がらない。なかなかいい雰囲気だけど、今のところお話ばっかりでつまらないね。とっとと先に進んでどんちゃん騒ぎしたいな。人が増えてる。
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Calm down. It's not worth the effort.
I told him, that flunky, that he'll see what a real sailor has in his belly.
If you continue like that, everyone will see what you've got in your belly.
I hope so. I hope they don't forget the lesson. Me? I'm not scared of some girl.
I mean they're going to cut you open, you
あれ
idiot.
だね、酒場でお酒を飲んでた人がキャットっていう人っぽいね。
What? Another break?
One of those damn sailors came looking for trouble again.
But he won't try again anytime soon. We gave him a good hiding.
So you said to yourselves that after such a feat, you could abandon your post.
It's just a little drink. We taught those guys a lesson.
We'll return right after. It's just that standing guard in this alley makes your throat dry.
That fool Fitzroy can't keep his dogs on a leash.
I'll have to send him a more clear-cut message. I told you to beat it. I told you to beat it. I told you to beat it. I told you to beat it.
なんか嫌がらせしたいね。さっきの見張りがお酒を飲んでいるうちに先に済んじゃう。
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you.
Thank you.
I shall take my leave.
船長に聞きに行ってみる？
You're back again. What can I do for you?
Apparently the bootleggers don't want anyone hanging around the warehouses.
They're part of the private property I mentioned earlier.
And yet the place looks abandoned. Why guard the entrance?
As a precaution, I suppose. All the warehouses are more or less interconnected by old sewers.
You mean that there's a way to go from one to the other by tunnel?
I couldn't tell you if it's still the case today for all the warehouses on the island, but I think I can imagine what you've got in mind. You can always visit them if you're not the claustrophobic type.
下水から入る。
You're back again. What can I do for you?
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new. なかなかあれだね、作り込まれてるね。作り込まれてるから、いろいろ調べてたら、なかなか先に進むのが難しい。
This tunnel goes under the warehouses. This ratchet device seems to be usable.
ね。クランク。
A handle. It must come from these old winches. A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil.
で、
I could use this old winch to lift the grating.
まだ足りないんだ。 目星は何かスキルでとかがあるわけじゃないの？あとは何が足りない？うん。もうアイテムはないと思うんだけど。哘ゆき。目星のスキル上げたのに特に意味なかったね。いやー、片っ端から調べていく。何それ？どっから出したのそれ？どっから出したのそれ？何ボタンで出したのそれ？うん？何ボタンで出したのそれ？何ボタンで出したのそれ？わかんない。どういう条件でそれ出したの？まだ本当にわかんないんだけど、何これ？普通にキーを押しても何にもないでしょ？長押しか？え？同じところ触ってんのに何にもないぞ。どういうこと？ライターを使うかどうかはランダムってこと？このおじさんのランダムってこと？ 普通に回せばいいじゃん。あと何がいるの？ハンドルあるんだったら別にもう回したらいいじゃん。ん？どういうこと？なんかバグってんのかな？うん、バグったのかな？しーちゃん、おはよう。これはどこまでやったやつ？どっかまで戻したのこれ。キャラクター版、そう。そんなに戻る？ってことはまたいろいろと調べないといけない。めんどくさ。
Where do you think you're going? Who are these others? So, and why would
スキップ
I'd like to.
スキップ
I'm not Edward
Skip.
Pierce. What do you do? I'm
Skip.
on it. My What more? Not much more. They were all the whole. Don't. What the only is here. No. You live.
Why did you? Yeah.
That's it.
Wait, what?
The two.
They're if
Is it?
not.
Why
You would.
But
Isn't
it?
Fits.
I've taken enough of you.
Well, see. Well.
Did you miss?
Well, see.
Hmm.
No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems.
How could you be dumb and
Keep your voice.
with that?
St. Brendan. Desecrate. I can't.
—めんどくさ。
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming.
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Calm down. It's not worth the effort.
What? Another break?
One of those damn sailors came looking for trouble again.
But he won't try again anytime soon. We gave him a good hiding.
So you said to yourselves that
I mean they're going to cut you open, you idiot. Calm down.
You saw. Don't hang around.
You're not.
Of course, she's you.
This one.
No doubt.
Good. I should.
You're back again. What can I?
And yet,
as a,
you mean
I could. I think you're back. What can I? So
これでよし。クランク。
A handle. It must come from these old winches. A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real... This tunnel goes under the warehouses. This ratchet device seems to be usable.
ラチェットしかないよね。
I could use this old...
あ、これでインできるんだ。まただ。なんかまた勝手にライター使った。どういう条件でライター使ってるのそれ。何もないんだけど。結局何もないじゃん。そういうのじゃないと思う。だって、オードにしたってさ、何の脈絡も意味もなくライター使ってるもん。アイテムないんだけど。外に出たら左下のハテナマーク消えるもんね。どういうこと？何を探してるの？歯車？そんなのなかったでしょ？どういうこと？なかったそんなの。アイテムのアイコンもなかったし。
Looks like everything is in its place. All that's left is to try to turn this handle. Damn, I broke it.
壊すなよ。で、どうするの？
Well, well. A little mouse has got lost on our turf. You're not only inquisitive, you're also stupid. What gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf? Has the cat got your tongue?
You've come for a fight. What I've got to say won't change a thing.
You're a quick learner. I decide who comes in and who stays out. And anyone who doesn't respect my rules, I punish them.
Is your name Cat?
What of it?
Maybe we can come to an understanding.
Maybe. Or maybe not. Get this joker out of here. He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
Oh, I'm getting careless. I didn't see that coming. If I want to get into this warehouse, I'm gonna have to deal with her.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble.
Hey, Mitchell. A drink for our new friend. I owe you. You don't know how to fight, but at least you've got guts.
Yeah. Aching guts.
Huh. I've got them too. But you don't hear me whining like a pooch who's lost its leash. You didn't back down. It's something that I respect. So understand by that. If I catch you again, you'll carry a more permanent reminder of our encounter. Tell me, what brings you to Darkwater?
I'm investigating the deaths of the Hawkins family.
It's very nice of you to tell me the truth so openly. But it's also really stupid of you. You really don't seem to know the area. Let me give you a little advice. If you want to survive more than a day in this rat hole, avoid talking about them to the first people you meet.
Is that more dangerous than having a drink with you?
I'm not kidding. The old families, they were here long before us. And they'll be here long after we're gone.
The old families?
The descendants of the first whalers. These people truly worship their ancestors.
I've got a few questions about the island.
I'm not here to give you information. Mitchell will tell you what he wants to tell you.
I need to get into the Hawkins warehouse.
You're out of luck. It's on my turf.
It's precisely for that reason that I've come to see you.
Are you pulling my leg?
I'm very serious. A whole family died in a fire, and I've got reason to believe that there's still more to be said on the subject.
Well, I see you're serious. To be honest, as long as it doesn't interfere with my business, I don't care. But I'll go with you, to make sure you don't stick your nose into things that don't concern you.
Sounds honest to me.
I'm not finished. If I do that for you, if I let you onto our turf to conduct your little affairs, you'll be indebted to me, and I guarantee that I always collect on what I'm owed. Think about it. I help you, you'll owe me a favor in return. Do you accept?
Do I have a choice?
Oh, we always have one, Detective. Follow me.
Nobody questions your authority here. I was given to believe that Fitzroy stood up to you.
That dope tried to save face in front of his sailors. They revere their brave captain as they do their old statues. But sooner or later, all statues get buried in bird shit, and nobody cares.
And the police? They do nothing to stop you?
The local cops? The cops drink like everyone else, sweetheart. They know where their interests lie. Apart from that pig-headed Bradley, I don't know whether to admire his stubbornness or to have pity on him.
It's
fine. He's with me.
Oh. Okay.
Be a gentleman and move that for me.
いいよ。
That's how it's done. Do I still need to hold your hand? Or do you think you'll get by on your own now?
Don't overdo it.
Good. In that case, I'll leave you. I've done enough mothering for now.
Oh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case? It smells as bad as it looks. Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
Yeah. Character point get you.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You, don't move. Detective Pierce.
なんで後ろから逃げなかったの？バカじゃない？筋力。心理学。両方上げてないからな。
You sent your men away. Bad idea. I see only one overweight police officer and one hardened veteran.
How dare you? I am a representative of the law.
Relax. Look what I found. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene. Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why, you...
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
I thought I'd straightened you out, mister. I am disappointed, but we'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
見る距離と実際に行く距離が全然違いそうだね。今のところ1時間半ぐらいずっとお話しかしてない。長い。
Well, here we are. Hawkins Mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
見た目めちゃくちゃなんか悪いことしてそうなのに結構熱心なあれだね。警察官の人だね。見た目めっちゃ悪いのに。
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family. So he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
You won't get me to believe that it looked any better 3 months ago.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
It's got nothing to do with Charles Hawkins' debts.
Ha! You've already begun to nose around it, would seem. So, since you already know it, the Hawkins family couldn't afford the upkeep of this house. It remains to be seen what they did with all their money. I wager it was Charles Hawkins' travels. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though, he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, If you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
ブラッドリーさんと一緒に行きましょう。見た目の割に割と真面目な警察官。こっち側気になるけど。
Bradley was right. This place is much older than I imagined, but the architecture seems too recent.
お墓だ。
Someone must really hate Charles Hawkins.
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Do you know if Charles Hawkins had any enemies?
Not to our knowledge. He was a well-respected personality on the island. I don't understand. Silas would never have let such a thing happen.
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Let's go to the mansion.
Let's go.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here.
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. The old caretaker must be very attached to her. Poor kid. The caretaker takes great care of these graves.
ゲームをセーブしました。
I'll have to find another entrance.
あれだね、なかなかね、今のところクトゥルフ感があるのはオープニングのところだけだったけど、はい、動けない。あれだね、なかなか調査することがたくさんあるから全然進まないね。
This entrance is still in use.
Whoa!
Whoa! You are trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
Whoa! You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on dark water.
You haven't forgiven yourself. You stay here to honor the memory of the deceased.
That's true. I want no more violence. No more tragedy.
It's painful to be the last one left.
You don't know how right you are. Understood. I'm listening.
The police report describes a domestic accident, but Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
No, I can't let you in. The mansion isn't safe.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked, and I make sure it stays that way.
You still put flowers on her grave. You cherish her memory.
Mrs. Hawkins was an exceptional person. She cared for everyone around her.
Let me shed a light on what happened to her. Give me that key.
I'm probably making a big mistake, but it won't be the first. Here, take the key and do what you have to do. Go on, then. Just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
Pierce, shall we enter? Now that you finish your fun and games with Silas, we can perhaps inspect...
急に反響しだしたね。
You're right. Let's go.
What now?
Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you. Follow me. I know the place. Who left this light on?
やった。ああ、1ポイントか。足りないな。
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me?
え、何これ？気持ち悪い。何食べてたのこれ？
What kind of meat is this? This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins. The boy was probably here, smashed his plate on the floor. Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched? Something happened at this table. An argument?
最近。
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
こんばんは。
Silas managed to bring the fire under control.
Was Charles Hawkins some kind of explorer?
But it was already too late for the Hawkins.
Let's see if I can find something the cops missed.
お、キャラクターポイント。これ調査マックスだね。
child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others?
元気だよ。
Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker? If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn? They had a fight. Why did it stop at the time of the fire? Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How? Did someone escape the fire? Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee. And the boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
I think that some of your colleagues should turn in their badges. This room is bursting with evidence that seriously contradicts the official inquiry.
Well, of course, Mr. Holmes. Like what?
I found a bottle of whiskey. Empty.
Well, that must have been a loss for you.
No glass. I suspect one of them drank heavily to calm down. Charles, most probably.
That's pretty thin. Who says that bottle hadn't been there for a while?
I can tell where young Simon was, but not his parents. Where were their bodies found?
I can't help you on that one. Charles and Sarah's bodies
英語わかん
were
ない
carried away when I got here.
I don't speak
Without your
English.
authorization. By whom?
Marshall, Andrews, Chief West. We never deal with cases like that, you know. So... well...
It would seem at least one person fled the crime scene.
What'd you say?
That mark on the door. Someone's hand slid down there. The left side has no mark. The door was open and that someone left.
For God's sake. I mean, if it's Charles or Sarah, they wouldn't have left their son.
They would rather die in the flames as a family instead of calling for help? I don't buy it.
Oh, yeah?
I was under the impression the fire started around midnight.
Yes, Silas banged on our door around 1 a.m. Poor devil ran so hard he was almost belching his lungs out.
This clock burned before 10 p.m.
That's impossible. What you imply? Silas never would have hurt the Hawkins family. Besides, Dr. Fuller confirmed the hour of death in his report. Your clock must have already have stopped.
Dr. Fuller?
A brilliant surgeon, and a friend of the family. I'm sure he took the matter to heart. So, excuse me if I value his opinion over yours.
So be it. Let's move on. I suspect this lamp caused the fire.
That's what the investigation suggested, too.
But does your report mention the bloodstains? The lamp didn't fall, it was thrown at someone.
For heaven's sakes, no. The report doesn't mention that.
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
Huh. What's your theory?
I think the Hawkins couple got into a fight.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
Character point get you.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
This door is locked.
医学。
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818.
It's quite a building, don't you think? Do you know that the Hawkins were among the wealthiest families on the island?
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest.
Moby Dick, Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale. Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess.
If you're right, we should be able to find clues among the Hawkins' personal effects. Did you hear that?
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on
明日
South
は年越し配信するよ。
If you're right, we should be able to find clues among the Hawkins' personal effects.
Greek mythology. Hecate, goddess of the dead, daughter of Tartarus, and mother of Scylla. "20,000 Leagues Under the Sea." Another story about the mysteries of the deep.
おかえり。今夜でございます。
What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police?
うん。
Locked. Locked. Boys' room. The argument that led to their tragic end seems to have been simmering for some time. A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world? Tom Sawyer, Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed.
睡眠薬だ。
Sleeping pills. Strong for an 11-year-old boy. What was wrong with this family? What nightmarish vision could have inspired them? Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him.
Okay.
What will her room reveal about her?
私にかかればこの程度の鍵、なんということはないさ。めっちゃ景色してんじゃん。
This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold. It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why. Locked. Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult? What was she trying to achieve?
景色。だいぶ面白くなってきたね。
Bradley? Is that you? Is anyone there?
?これ主人公じゃね
You! Stop!
泥棒を捕まえる。
Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
A man was hiding on the upper level. He ran when he saw me. He can't be far.
オイルがあるんだ。
The lyrics of the drunken sailor. This door is blocked from the outside.
I'll cover you.
光源は別の光源に切り替える。なるほどね。
This door was closed earlier. Where did he go?
Must have got out some way.
No, he was here. I'm sure. Let's search this room. It looks like an old seaway map.
オイル。
Seems like this came from a log. There must be a link with, as if the bookcase has been moved several times. This globe seems to have been part of some mechanism. Doesn't work. I must have missed something. Looks like the navigational paths described in the log. Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
なんだろう。
Doesn't work. I must have missed something. It looks like a freehand map of dark water. Certain areas have been highlighted. I wonder why.
こんばんは。
The Scylla. It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the... This panel is movable. Cogwheels. They must be linked to an opening mechanism. Probably a secret passage. I must find a way to activate the opening mechanism. I'd be better off not touching them for the moment. Clearly, Charles Hawkins knew Captain Fitzroy very well. I wonder who the man with the glasses is in the photograph. Probably another friend of Hawkins. Charles Hawkins was keeping her father's letters from her. They look like Celtic runes. Charles must have brought them back from one of his foreign trips. Have you seen the old maritime maps on Charles Hawkins' desk?
Strange. No ship has left Darkwater's shore for years. Maybe he kept them for sentimental reasons.
Looks like the navigational paths described in the log. Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
なんだろうね。
Great. I managed to force the gears. Looks like
い
I
や、
triggered.
物理的に動かすんかい。
Well done, Pierce.
ね。なんか、隣の地球儀のやつでやるのかと思ったら全然違うもん。
Secret passage under the manor. It's like a detective novel. That guy must have
もう
already
優
got
勝だね。
Yeah. And he had a direct means of entry to the crime scene. We must find him.
What is this place? It's more than just a tunnel. Look. Someone's been here recently.
というわけでちょっと途中なんだけど、
3 seats.
何回かに、このゲームは何回かに分けてクリアしたいので、今日はこの辺で終わりにしようかなって思います。やっぱり探索系のゲームは、時間がかかるね。はい、というわけで、今日の配信はこれで終わりでございます。明日は、8時ぐらいかなから、しーちゃんの枠でゲームするのと、23時半から年越し配信の方いたしますので、よければ見に来てください。それでは、また次の配信でお会いしましょう。松雪でした。バイバーイ。お楽しみに。バイバーイ。バイバイ。